Hi everyone, my name is Brittany Hughes and I'm doing a business management PowerPoint on accounting. And for accounting, I've decided to look more into the professionals who dive more into that realm and whether or not you should hire an accountant. For the public, and even for some businesses who are not able to hire a professional accountant, there are some known as a certified public accountant, or a CPA. They can basically help you navigate through the numbers or financial hurdles or questions that you need resolved. These definitely help during tax season to kind of fill out what you need to have for your taxes, how much you need to pay, and it also can help you with deductions to see whether or not you're eligible to have deductions or tax write-offs, or basically be able to pay less for your taxes. And also when it comes to W-2s, we all deal with them once a year, so your CPAs will definitely help with that sort of issue. If you're, let's just say, if you're a first timer, or even if you're a business owner, they can help you organize and see how much you need to pay for your employees. And they also identify deductions, tax write-offs, and they're a huge help to self-employers. My mother is a business owner. She owns her own house cleaning business, and she has a CPA that helps her keep track of her finances and her tax deductions, tax write-offs, and everything like that. So they estimate taxes, they deduct expenses, and they also keep an eye on things that can have depreciation, such as with my mom's business. She uses her own personal vehicle for her transportation at work, so not only can that be a tax write-off, but over time the car can depreciate over time for its value. So overall, you can have a CPA if you have a major life event, whenever you have to deal with a huge spending event, such as if you're getting married, that can cost a lot, or if you're having a child, you can budget to see how much you need to save for nursery and necessities. And the most common is buying a house. You can hire an accountant to see how much you need to save, how much can be spent for mortgages, how much you're able to put down, and so on and so forth. They also file for status and deductions that can be applied, and the forms to do so are very much necessary. So the best example for a CPA to have depreciation and deductibles are rentals. They have a governing depreciation, and they can claim losses from living in a rental property. So for almost as if you have rental insurance, you can have, if you're somebody who damaged a rental, or vice versa, you had somebody come into your rental home and have damages, the CPA can list the expenses and claim the deductions that are needed within the rental, and see what is your budget in order to repair them, or have an insurance company fix that for you. And now, what about the money? I apologize, my microphone is in the way. If you have a foreign bank account or foreign earnings. So if your business mostly is either dependent or takes place in a foreign country and you're an American, the IRS can actually penalize those who aren't following the rules for those who have a foreign business, and it can reach up to a $60,000 fine. And there are also some possible criminal penalties, such as serving some time in jail. And errors in previous financial files. The CPAs can help you if there is a certain error in in sort of tax filings, so they can file you for an amended return, and they can use tax filing software to get you more organized and get you to where you are not submitting too much money, or you actually get money back. That also, the software will retain the information and, as I said, keep you organized. And without doing that sort of stuff, the IRS can penalize you as well for, also known as, auditing. And with my mother, even though personally she doesn't really do anything wrong, just other than being a small business, she gets audited a few times a year. I guess that's just a whole policy with being a small business, to where you get audited a couple times a year, or a few times a year. And then overall, if you plan on getting an accountant, use an expert. Make sure that they are certified, so that way they're more reliable and nobody's going to take your money. So even though they are more expensive, CPAs and certified bookkeepers are definitely more reliable. And if you don't trust anybody, or you have trust issues with your own money, it's perfectly understandable. You can also use software like Quicken Loans and Make.com. They can create a monthly budget and keep you organized. And both those software platforms can also be used for personal and business use. So, thank you very much for tuning in to this PowerPoint, and I hope to see you in the next one. I keep losing my mouse.